Sweetheart, it's okay to feel unsure. It's okay to have moments when nothing feels steady and the path ahead looks blurry. We've all felt that way. Doubt isn't something to fight. It's something to gently understand. When we meet it with compassion instead of resistance, it softens. Right now, in this very moment, we are creating a safe space together, a space where all your feelings are welcome, even the ones you've been afraid to share or name. You are not doing anything wrong by feeling uncertain. You are simply human. And being human means being tender, growing, learning, and sometimes falling before rising again. There is so much strength in simply being present with what is. There is so much courage in sitting with your own heart and saying, yes, I feel lost today. You don't need to have it all figured out to be deserving of peace. You don't need to be perfectly confident to take a step forward. You don't need to push doubt away. You only need to love yourself in the middle of it. There's nothing broken about you. You are whole, even when you feel fragile. You are precious, even when you are unsure. Let's breathe gently together. Let's begin to see doubt, not as an enemy, but as a visitor who has arrived asking to be heard. It is not here to hurt you. It is here to tell you where love is needed, that space in you that trembles, that questions, that hesitates. It is only longing to be reassured, to be seen, to be cradled by your own kindness. And oh, how powerful it is to give yourself that, not judgment, not pressure, just kindness. You have always been enough, even in your quietest, most uncertain moments. The world may have told you that doubt is a weakness, but I want you to know something beautiful. Doubt is often the doorway to deeper trust. It's the opening that lets new light in. It's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're growing beyond what you used to believe. And that's a miracle in itself. Sometimes we carry voices inside us that are not our own. Voices from the past that told us we had to be perfect to be loved or always sure to be respected. But those voices don't belong in your sacred space. You can let them go. You can replace them with a softer sound, a voice that says, I am doing my best, and my best is enough. And yes, your best is enough, even when it's quiet, even when it's unsure, even when it's just getting through the day. This space we're creating right now, it's a space where you get to rest, where you get to lay down the armor, where you get to breathe without needing to fix anything, because you are not a problem to be solved. You are a soul to be loved. Let's speak to that soul now with words that nourish instead of judge. Let's speak gently, as we would to a child who's been crying for too long. Say quietly within, I am willing to trust myself, even when I'm unsure. Let this be your beginning. Let this be your whisper in the dark. The more we say it, the more we believe it. And the more we believe it, the more it becomes our truth. Every thought we think is creating our future. So let's think a thought that helps us bloom. It's safe to not have all the answers. It's safe to be here, exactly as I am. Breathe with that. Let it wrap around you like a soft blanket. You don't need to chase clarity. You are allowed to wait for it with love. You are allowed to just be. As we open our hearts to this truth, let's explore what doubt truly is. So often we treat it like a villain, as if it sneaks in to ruin our plans. But what if doubt is just a messenger, a signal from a wiser part of us saying, go gently. Something here needs more light. Doubt is not against us. It's a part of us calling for healing. When we fight it, it grows stronger. When we listen with love, it softens and reveals its truth. Sometimes, doubt shows us where we've stopped trusting our own wisdom. It reminds us of the times we were told not to believe in ourselves. But here's the grace. You can start again. You can rebuild trust with yourself moment by moment, not by being perfect, but by choosing kindness each time you feel unsure. Think of doubt like a low fog that rolls over a beautiful field. The field is still there. It hasn't disappeared. It's just waiting for the light to come through. You are that light. Your love, your willingness to understand yourself, your decision to speak gently, these are beams of sunlight that lift the fog. Even if it lifts slowly, it lifts. Our bodies feel doubt too. It might come as tight shoulders, a clenched stomach, or a restless heart, and that's okay. Our bodies are just responding to the thoughts we've been thinking. But when we shift our thoughts, our bodies begin to relax. We can say, my body is safe, my mind is safe, my heart is safe. And slowly, gently, the tightness begins to ease. Let us take this moment to give ourselves permission to pause, to listen, to breathe. If there is a question lingering in your heart, don't rush to answer it. Just hold it tenderly. Be with it like you would be with a friend in need. You don't have to figure it all out today. You only have to love the one who is asking. Let's begin to shift our inner dialogue. Let's begin to notice the words we whisper to ourselves when no one else is around. Are they words of fear or words of faith? Are they old echoes or new beginnings? You have the power to choose. Each thought is a seed. What would you like to plant today? There is no shame in starting small. There is no shame in trembling. Growth is not loud or flashy. It is often quiet, steady, and unseen. It happens when we choose to believe, even when we don't feel ready. It happens when we say, I am open to healing, even when healing feels far away. You are doing beautifully, truly. Just by being here, by listening, by opening your heart, you are already choosing a new way, a way of grace, a way of love, a way of life that speaks kindness into the places that once only heard criticism. And that is sacred. That is holy. There is no rush. There is no need to push. Life will unfold for you, gently and perfectly, when you meet it with soft eyes and an open heart. Let each breath be your reminder. I am safe to grow at my own pace. I am safe to be exactly as I am. As you go on, let these words echo gently within you. Let them rise when doubt tries to cloud your clarity. Let them be your steady ground. You are not lost. You are simply finding new truths. And you are so very loved, just as you are. Words are powerful. The way we speak to ourselves each day becomes the world we live in inside. Long before others speak to us, it is our own voice that shapes our experience. When the inner voice is harsh, the heart becomes tired. But when it is gentle, something beautiful begins to happen. The body relaxes, the mind quiets, and the spirit feels held. That is the quiet miracle of kind self-talk. It may seem small, but it changes everything. We often don't realize how much we're hurting ourselves with the things we whisper inside. When we say, I can't do this, or I always mess up, or something must be wrong with me, those thoughts sink deep. They don't just pass through, they land. And when they do, the body listens. The body tenses, the heart sinks, and the spirit feels dimmed. But if we can begin to offer new words, kinder ones, softer ones, the whole system responds with peace. The beautiful truth is this: We are always in a relationship with ourselves. And just like any relationship, it needs care, attention, and love. Speaking to ourselves with kindness is how we build trust from within. It is how we create safety inside, no matter what is happening outside. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about creating a voice that says, I'm with you. I believe in you. You are doing just fine. Start noticing the tone of your inner voice, not just the words, but the feeling behind them. Is it sharp? Is it cold? Or is it understanding? Sometimes we inherit a tone from the world around us, but that voice doesn't have to stay. You can rewrite it. You can retrain it to be your greatest supporter. It begins with awareness. Just pause and listen. What am I saying to myself right now? And then gently ask, is there a kinder way to say this? This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing love over fear, one word at a time. Even if you don't fully believe the kind words at first, say them anyway. Let your heart hear them. Let your cells hear them. Every loving word is a seed, and the more you plant, the more you will see the garden grow. You don't have to speak loud to be powerful. A whisper of truth can do more than a shout of fear. Try saying quietly within, I am doing the best I can, and I honor that. Or, I may not know everything right now, but I trust that I am learning. These are not just sentences, they are lifelines. When fear rises, we often speak to ourselves in panicked, judgmental ways. We say things like, why am I like this? Or, I should be over this by now. But would you speak that way to someone you love? Would you shame a flower for needing more sunlight? Of course not. Then why speak that way to the precious being that is you? Change the tone. Change the message. Let your inner voice become your refuge, not your battlefield. Let your words become a balm, not a blade. Every time you choose to speak with love, you are rewiring something deep. You are telling your nervous system, it is safe now. You are safe with me. Let your language become soft. Let it feel like home. Say things like, it's okay to feel what I'm feeling, or I am learning to trust myself, slowly and surely. Speak to the part of you that is scared, not with judgment, but with warmth. That is how we build a new way of being. There is a beautiful practice that helps us go even deeper with this. Mirror work. It is simple, but it reaches deep into the soul. All you need is a mirror and a few quiet moments. Look into your own eyes, not to criticize, not to fix, but to connect. Look with gentleness. Look with love. At first, it may feel awkward. That's okay. You may even feel resistance or tears. That's okay too. The mirror shows us what we need to heal, and it gives us a sacred opportunity to say the words we longed to hear. Stand before your reflection and say softly, I love you. I am here for you. Even if it feels hard, even if you can only whisper it, say it anyway. This practice isn't about forcing a feeling. It's about making space for it to grow. Each day, as you return to the mirror, you build a new bond with yourself. You begin to see not just a face, but a soul that is worthy, a soul that is strong, a soul that is learning to believe again. If saying I love you feels too big right now, start smaller. You can say, I'm learning to accept you, or you're doing better than you think. The mirror doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for honesty and tenderness. And those two things create miracles. Try doing mirror work each morning, even if just for a minute. Let it become a ritual, a sacred pause before the world asks anything of you. Let it be a time when your only job is to love the one you see. To remind that beautiful being, you are enough, just as you are. You may not see the changes right away, but they are happening. The more you practice, the more you soften. The more you soften, the more you heal. And as you heal, your world begins to reflect that healing back to you. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you meet it with a heart full of love. Now, let us talk about power, not the loud, forceful kind, but the gentle, steady kind, the kind that lives in your choices. Every moment you are choosing how to respond to life. That is your power, and you don't need to have all the answers to stand in it. You only need to know that you have a choice. When doubt shows up, you can choose how you speak to it. You can say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I choose to move forward with love." That is not weakness. That is strength in its highest form. That is reclaiming your life with softness and grace. Power is not about having control over everything. It is about knowing you can respond with love, no matter what comes. It is about choosing peace over panic, kindness over cruelty, faith over fear. And every time you choose that, you step deeper into your own light. You don't need to prove anything to be powerful. You don't need to be loud or bold or certain. You only need to be real, to be true, to be willing. That's where your power lives, in your willingness to speak gently, in your choice to love again, even when it feels hard. So the next time doubt tries to steal your breath, pause. Place your hand on your heart. Say softly, "I am here. I choose love. I am safe with myself." That one choice, that single moment, can change the entire day. Let these truths settle into you like warm sunlight. Let them soothe the places that have been aching for reassurance. Let them remind you that you are already enough, already whole, already home. You don't need to earn peace. You only need to allow it. And it begins with the words you speak within. There is a quiet sanctuary within each of us, waiting to be remembered. A place untouched by fear, unburdened by judgment. This space is where your most beautiful thoughts can grow, a garden of peace, trust, and hope. But like any garden, it needs care. It needs gentleness. It needs you. Think of your mind as soft soil. What you plant there grows. If you plant fear and criticism, you'll feel it in your body and your spirit. But if you plant kindness, patience, and encouragement, your entire being begins to blossom. Even in the middle of chaos, you can tend to this inner garden. You can pull out the old weeds, those tired thoughts of, "I can't, I'm not good enough, I'll never get it right." You don't need them anymore. They have served their time. And as you clear space, begin planting new seeds. Thoughts like, "I am willing to grow. I am learning to trust life. It's safe to begin again." These are seeds of peace, seeds of healing. With each one, you send a message to your nervous system, your heart, your whole self. You are safe now. It helps to take a deep breath as you do this. A breath is a loving message to the body. It says, you don't have to hold so tightly anymore. Even one peaceful breath can begin to soften the stress that has built up over time. Inhale gently, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any thought that no longer serves you. There is no need to fight these thoughts. Just let them float away, like clouds moving through a blue sky. You may want to sit quietly with your hand over your heart, or rest your palms open on your lap, signaling to your whole being, "I am ready to receive peace. Let this be your daily practice, not a duty, but a gift to yourself, a soft ritual that reminds you of your worthiness. Within you, there is a still voice, a loving guide that has always been there, whispering the truth beneath the noise. You are worthy, you are whole, you are loved. When we create a kind and welcoming inner environment, we can finally hear that voice again. We can finally feel its warmth returning to us. And as your inner world begins to glow with compassion, you'll start to speak differently about your dreams, your hopes, your healing. No longer from a place of fear or disbelief, but from a place of life. You begin to speak life into your journey. You begin to bless your path with the words you choose. So many times we silence ourselves out of fear. We keep our dreams tucked away, afraid they'll be judged or crushed. But dreams need breath. They need to be spoken with care. Let your words lift them up. Let them rise like prayers carried on the wind. Speak of what you desire, not with desperation, but with trust. Trust that life hears you, that the energy of your words moves through the world like ripples across water. Say softly, I am ready to receive all that supports my highest good. Or, my desires are valid and life lovingly responds. You don't need to know how it will happen. You only need to speak as if it is already on its way. This is not magic in the sense of tricks or illusions. This is the deeper magic, the miracle of alignment. When your inner words match your truest heart, doors open, paths clear, and even if the outside looks the same for a while, something profound begins to shift inside. You are powerful not because you control everything, but because you are willing to speak love into the unknown. You are courageous because you dare to bless your future with your present voice. Let your words become a soft declaration. I believe in the unfolding of my life. I trust that what is meant for me is already on its way. As you continue, take time to thank even the parts of your journey that felt heavy. The seasons of confusion, the long nights of doubt, they brought you here. They asked you to go deeper, to slow down, to listen inward. They didn't come to break you. They came to open you. There is something sacred about gratitude. It transforms the way we see everything. Even pain becomes a teacher. Even stillness becomes a blessing. When you look at your life through the lens of gratitude, you begin to notice how far you've already come, how many storms you've walked through, how many moments you could have given up but didn't. You can simply say, thank you, life, for growing me, or thank you, heart, for holding me through it all. These quiet acknowledgments change the energy within you. They soften resistance. They open space for new blessings to arrive. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything was easy. It means honoring the strength it took to keep going. It means seeing your journey not as a mistake, but as a becoming. A return to who you've always been beneath the noise. Someone wise, loving, and resilient. And so now, dear one, as we close this gentle time together, I want you to remember this truth. You are not broken. You are blooming. Doubt is not your enemy. It is an invitation to deeper love. Every moment you choose to speak life over fear, you are healing. You are rising. You are returning home to yourself. You don't have to rush. You don't have to prove. You only have to be kind with yourself, one thought at a time. Let your words be your medicine. Let your breath be your anchor. Let your heart be your guide. And let love, soft, patient, unconditional love, be the voice you speak with from now on. As we gently part, I invite you to say softly to yourself, I trust myself. I speak with love. I create peace with every thought. Let this be your blessing today and in the days to come. You are deeply loved, and you are never alone.